guys, today is all about curly hair. I have naturally curly hair and I usually blow it out straight. So this is kind of what it looks like. You'll see later in the video what my hair looks like when it's pretty much super natural. Sometimes it's just a lot easier to wear your hair naturally curly than to go through all the work with blowing it out and making it straight. So today I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a few tips and tricks of things that I've learned to just help you better understand your curls and just make you feel better about wearing your hair curly in public. And you'll probably get a lot of compliments too. Okay, so if you guys are like me, you'll notice that your curls don't have as much life as they used to, maybe when you were younger, and they just seem dull or the ends are really frizzy. It can get that way by straightening your hair all the time, blowing it out, coloring, breakage. Your hair just really goes through a lot, so you lose a lot of that natural curl and it just doesn't lay how it used to, and it can now just become really frizzy looking. Sometimes it'll be really curly at the root and really straight at the ends. So first what I'm going to do is show you guys a few products that I love for my curly hair. I hate when I put stuff in my hair and my curls come out looking really crunchy looking. I just feel like it doesn't look natural and pretty. It just looks really crunchy and looks like you could just break it in half. So I do not like my hair to look that way. So these products are all gonna make your hair just look really natural and your curls look a lot better. Okay, so the first product that I use when my hair is wet, I usually don't put any product in my hair until a lot of the dripping wetness is out of my hair, because the product needs to stick to something. So you still want your hair to be wet, just not dripping wet, so the product just won't slide right off. So the first thing I like to use is this KMS. This is part of the Curl Up line. This is called Bounce Back Spray. The reason why I start off using this is because my hair is so used to being straight, and so I first put this in to be like, hey guys, we're going curly today, and it really does help bounce some of that curl back, because naturally my hair is really curly up here now and the ends are just more straight and kind of just really sad looking just from coloring my hair so much and straightening it so much. So the first thing I do is I go ahead and I put this Bounce Back Spray all throughout my hair. I probably do about 20 pumps throughout my hair, but I do have a ton, as you can see, a ton of hair, so I use about 20 sprays of this. I love this stuff and it really does work. Also, another thing that it kind of does is it's a little bit sticky, so you notice once you start scrunching your hair, you kind of do need that stickiness in your hair to really get it to stay, and it does have a little bit of that while you're trying to scrunch it up. So that definitely helps. But after your hair is dry, it does not feel sticky or anything like that. Okay, after I use the Bounce Back Spray, I go ahead and use this KMS. This is also part of the Curl Up line. This is called Curling Balm. This is not a balm. It is pretty much a gel. They do have something that feels more like a balm, like a pomade. They also have a mousse. This one I just really like. I've tried all of them, but I definitely like to go with the gel. I just feel like it gives it a little bit more hold and it does not make my hair look crunchy at all. So I really like this. And these products are pretty much just to get all the frizz out of my hair and to kind of bring back some life of the curl in my hair. Because if I were to just get out of the shower and just wear my hair completely natural, it would probably be really stringy, straight, and just huge and frizzy and just nasty. Okay, so after I put those two products in my hair, that's usually when I start blow drying. Now, I'm going to tell you, I definitely think for curly hair, it is best to either air dry it, or if you're going to use a blow dryer, definitely use a diffuser on the end, like that big claw thing. Because when you put a blow dryer on to curly hair, it can just start frizzing out everywhere and doing its own thing. So you really have to be super careful when you're using a blow dryer on curly hair. Also, when you're using your blow dryer, you want to keep it on high heat, and then, because normally your blow dryer will have a few different settings that you can choose, so you want to do the highest heat, and then you want to do low pressure, because if you do it on high pressure, then it can just really start blowing out of control and it won't have any time to really just be its natural curl. So really, I do honestly feel like the best thing to do is probably just let it air dry, but my hair takes forever to air dry, so that is how I blow dry it. Okay, once my hair is probably about 50 to 80% dry probably, I'll start noticing those pieces that are really frizzing out and not how I like them to look. So I'll go in with this KMS. This is part of the Tame Frizz line. This is called Defrizz oil, and this is really similar to like a Moroccan oil. If you've done an ombre and you have the lighter hair on the ends and your hair is just very dry on the ends, once I start to see that frizz popping up at the bottom, I usually just take a couple pumps of this oil and go through and put that throughout the ends, and that really helps. The next product that I love to use when I'm wearing my hair curly, once I start drying my hair and I see some curls that I really like the way they're shaping and the way they're looking, once my hair's getting pretty dry, or for the most part all dry, I love to go in with this Paul Mitchell. This is Flexible Style. This is just an awesome hairspray. It's not an aerosol. You can just see it's a pump hairspray, and I love this stuff. I've talked about this hairspray I think a few times, and I really love this hairspray. And the reason why I like using this opposed to the aerosol spray is because this Flexible Style hairspray does not make your hair crunchy at all. It simply just keeps your hair where you want it. Anyways, it's great. This hairspray is my all-time favorite. Okay, so the next half of this video, you are going to see what I do for curling options. And this next half of the video, I did film before I filmed this half, so you're going to see my hair natural and just how it is after I use all of these products. So I hope you guys enjoy. I really wanted you guys to see what my hair looks like after I put all of the products in and after my hair is completely dry. So as you can tell, it is still, you know, pretty frizzy and everything, but this is a lot better than it would look without any of the products in or anything. And I want to show you how I go through and kind of randomly pick pieces that I want to curl. And I think you guys will understand this if you have curly hair. The very bottom is always the frizziest, so I usually like to touch, you know, each little piece at the bottom at least with some heat, just to kind of really get rid of that frizz completely. Here are some options for things to use as curling irons. This one is a Hot Tools wand. This is really great. I really like this iron. This will really give you a cool beachy look and everything. This is a bed head one that I got from Ulta. I love this. I think it might be just an inch. I'm not quite sure on that, but it's pretty small. And this is the one I'm going to use today because my curls throughout my hair turned out pretty small, so I want to match them to the rest of my hair. If you use an iron that's too big, it can definitely look like you went through and curled some of the pieces, because I've done that before and it just doesn't look as natural. Another option, you can just use a small regular curling iron and just wrap the curls around that too. I've just noticed that if I use a wand or just wrap the curls around, it looks much more natural than actually putting it in the clip and doing it how you would normally do your curls. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys exactly how I do this. I'm going to lightly just clip up some of my hair, and you want to make sure that you're careful because you don't want to ruin those curls up there. So I'm just going to kind of lightly clip that up. You never want to brush through the curls after your hair is all dry. Okay, so you can see the bottom part of my hair is much curlier than the top, and probably just because my hair is so over processed by bleaching it and all the color that I've put in my hair. So underneath is a lot nicer than the top. I'm noticing there's a lot less frizz down here, so I'm not going to have to do too much down here. I'm going to spray a little bit of heat protectant in my hair. This one is by KMS. This is Free Shape Hot Flex Spray. So I'm just going to randomly pick out some pieces, like this one could use a little help. Something else that will really help make this look a lot more natural is doing some of the curls going back and then some of them going forward. If you do some going back and some going forward, that's how your hair naturally kind of goes if you just wear it naturally curly. So it's nice to mix it up so it doesn't look like you went through with a curling iron. And I just like to take really small pieces. I don't like to take too big of pieces. And kind of follow where the curl is naturally already headed. These pieces all are just a little frizzy at the bottom, so I just kind of take the iron and just lightly go through it, and just if they touch a little heat, that just really helps get out any frizz. That way you don't have to go through the whole entire section down there. Alright, and you can already tell how much better this side looks opposed to this side. It's much more tame and it looks really cool and fun, and it only took a couple seconds. Alright guys, and this is what my hair looks like after I go through a little bit with the curly iron. And you know what I did afterwards is I kind of pulled apart some of the curls too, and that just helps it look more piecey and more natural and makes it look like you didn't go through any of the pieces with a curling iron at all. So as you can see, this is much more presentable this way. I feel much more comfortable going into public looking like this. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope that you got a lot of tips and tricks and things that you're going to try out at home now. If you have any questions, please comment below, or if you have any products that you love for your curls or anything that works for you. I love trying out new ideas and new things. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.